So who is Andrea? I had this question too. I still do. Dance to me is expression. Dancing is always related to a certain spontaneity and the possibility of an emergence of some kind, whether it's a movement, whether it's a thought, but there is this kind of like becoming and this consciousness that relates or ties thinking and moving. For part of some research I did last year, I created an alter ego because I didn't really know who Andrea was. I was like curious how I could create this character and sort of treat her as a blank canvas, and anything that would come up within rehearsals, improv, meditation, I would just like splat onto this canvas and create this character that's like a composite of all of my unconscious stuff. And she's a screen, like I see her, she's a representation of me and these like qualities. So she plays the French horn very badly. She wears a black unitard. She likes to cover her face. She doesn't speak out loud to other people, but she does record her voice in other ways. She wears Doc Marten boots because she had a thing for them in high school. I think I just wanted to be good. And not good at dancing, but just like to be good. And I felt that the dancer and the dancer's body and the like discipline of the body was a sign of like overcoming something or goodness. And I had always had the like inner compulsion to make dances. I felt perpetually like unsatisfied. Like, you know, you're inside of a work and there's the world of the work, but there's also this other inner monologue that's ongoing, and it's like, oh, what about this choice, or what about this choice? And I wanted to like control every situation, and so part of me and my need to be making dances is to satiate my desire to like control things and like organize objects in space or moments in time. So the first experience I had at Dance Makers was a duet that I made with Amanda Acorn for Festival of Duets, and that was in 2012. And that piece was called The Moment Before, and Christopher Willis was also collaborating on that work. And then I came back 2 years later for the research lab, and I had 2 weeks to kind of go wild and play with the company. And that piece was called Overwhelmica, and it's still in my back pocket. With this like this play with those moments where you feel the ground disappear from underneath you, the overwhelming feeling of almost disembodied feeling when you are faced with something really dire or vast or huge or impactful. At this point in time, my research question is, what if we were the same person? And so to me that question implies, well, what do you mean person? What are the categories of a person? Could they be something else? If we were the same person, we would have the same understanding of what character traits and memories we have. I'm also interested in this immediacy of dance, and I'm interested in how dance is very close to the present moment, and very close to revealing something about the present moment. And so a big part of my practice with talking and dancing, or writing and dancing, is an attempt to identify the present moment. And also an acknowledgement that I never succeed. It's never direct, it's always mysterious, and it forms a kind of poetry where it's like, it's continuous. It doesn't actually stop. The words can't be fastened, and yet you can still go back to them and read them after if you want to. So it's like the words become another way of capturing movement in its moment of emergence. My style as a choreographer is for all of my work to be discovered within its process of making. I'm interested in collaboration in this way, where a person feels that they can contribute their knowledge to the world of the process and the world of the work. And I'm curious about like how you can bring that out in someone, like how you can, again, there's this play between control and agency that interests me. So like what controls do I put in place? Is it a choreographic sentence or framework or directive? And what does that stir up? What ideas are generated together? So as a choreographer, I often am present in the space, but there's a lot of open territory, and I feel in many ways that I try to surrender to the process and wait for it to reveal something.